We talked about the money earlier when we were doing Ask Me About My Job. Here printed is the money again. If you only do one method, you only got the one set of people that are visual. But if you didn't talk about it, they see it, they get to read it, you've hit a lot of different people. All right? So then I say, okay, so I give everybody $1 for Simon Says, and then I have them turn to page 74. 74 are our sets with the breakfast maker. So do you make more money by selling a breakfast maker, a kit, or a set? A set. So I tell them, I don't ask them that question at the party. That's not a good part. I ask them at the party, how many of you ever buy things in bulk or things in sets? Do you go to the store and buy one egg? No. Do you buy a dozen eggs? Do any of you buy 18 eggs? Or the 2.5 dozen eggs? So you know that the more you get in that 2.5 dozen eggs, the better value you get, right? Tupperware has done the exact same thing for us. Remember Simon said go to page 74? You can't turn away from 74 or I've got to take your money away. And they start telling on each other. And they'll keep everybody on task. And I'm going to give you guys later a little bit of time for y'all to look through the entire book, and I really want you to have as much time as possible. So let me show you these things so we can all see them at the same time. Because if they're, looking, and I want them to pay attention to this. And so I'll say, guys, let me really bring you back to this page here. Let's look at this, and I promise you I'll give you some time in a minute. I promise. So this is where Tupperware has come up with some sets already for you guys. A set for salsa and a set for the breakfast maker. Now these are two sets I'd like for you guys to look at tonight. If I'm doing a party where it's me personally, I may take a little bit off of the sets. Or if you buy this, I'm going to throw in some chipotle seasoning. Maybe I've already got my chipotle seasoning. And if you buy the large set up here for $123, you're also going to take home a free seasoning tonight. That's just something I choose to do from time to time. But I really stress on these sets. Now this set here, and I go right into what some of the sets have and the value of them and how important it is to get there. Now one more set I want to talk to you guys about is our Fridge Smarts. And I'll turn to the Fridge Smart page and tell them turn to page, it's up here in the front. So-and-so. And then I'll go in through the Fridge Smart and I'll talk about the features, advantages, and benefits. And I'll tell them this is just 2 pieces of our Fridge Smart set. And I'll go into how remarkable the Fridge Smarts are and what they do and how much money they've saved us. And I'll tell them. So these are 2 sets I'd suggest you guys start with tonight. Now, Jeanette, do you know that as a host, on average you get 2, some hosts get 3 half-price items, and they can be sets? Really? Yes. So you can get the Quick Chef, thank you very much. See, you don't even have to know the names of the stuff, and you can sell lots of it. Quick Chef, you can get the Quick Chef and as one of your sets. You can get the Breakfast Maker set as another one, and you can even get the Fridge Smart set, because I'm sure we're going to hit that mark too. Kind of lets them know there's levels. So then I tell everybody, all right, let's go back in the living room. And so we all go back in the living room. I pass out a blackboard. Do what? I'm sorry? Oh, okay, Simon says go back to the living room. I pass out a blackboard to everybody, and it has nothing in it. So I'll pass them around the room. All a blackboard is a 3-ring binder where we cut the ring off. Always make sure there's room in the back for this. And there is a little pouch here. The pouch has my information and my name on it, so they know who to make the checks payable to. Right? So I hand it to everybody. And this one has a dream of a job, but it usually has the kit picture in there. All right? And I hand it to everyone just like this. Now, I know several of you have thought about doing what I do tonight. You've seen what I do, and you've heard the kind of money I make. I'd love for you to join my team. We're always looking for new people. When you join Tupperware, we don't marry you. There's no contract. There's no have-tos. It's a lot of get-tos. We ask that you try us out for 2 months, and if it doesn't fit, that's okay. So if you're thinking about joining Tupperware tonight, I just wanted to show you one last time before I pass out your worksheets what you get with Tupperware. And so it's one more chance of showing them the business. I've talked about it. I showed them the kit. I showed them the picture in the catalog, and I'm showing it here one more time. So then I pass out their worksheet. I always use the long order form because more always equals more. You give them less of an order form, they're going to order less. You give them more of an order form, they're going to order more. I mean, most women don't like their handwriting, do they? No. So if they have to handwrite everything in, they're going to stop writing. But if they just have to put marks and numbers, they're going to do more. Right? So I say, this is your worksheet, guys. Go ahead and feel free to doodle and scribble all over this as much as you want to. If you brought warranty items here tonight, this is what I'm going to use to mark your warranty stuff. Over here on the side, if there's anything on sale that you want to get, this is where you write that in. This is where you put your name, address, phone number. I know several of you tonight have already expressed that you do want to try Tupperware out. Go ahead and put your social, and now they're writing. Go ahead and put your social and your birthday at the top. And if you walk around and kind of look over them, they'll start writing their social and their birthday across the top. Now, several of you have already expressed interest in hosting your own Tupperware party and getting all the Tupperware like Jeanette's going to get. So go ahead and write a couple dates you think would be nice. I've got a few dates open the next 2 weeks. To count for Jeanette, it's got to be in the next 2 weeks. All right? And someone will go ahead and write in a date that they want in the next 2 weeks. I mean, how much of that? How easy is that? They did the work for you. Now, is everybody going to write in a date? No. But some will. If you don't ask, will they do it? No. Okay, so here's the fun part. How many people love to draw smiley faces and hearts? Me too. So tonight when you're looking through the catalog or when we talked about some of these products, put a heart by something that you love. Put a smiley face by things that you like. And when they go on sale, I can contact you and let you know. Or if you want to put your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend or somebody's name down there, a phone number, I'll call them and let them know what you want for Christmas. Right? So this is truly your worksheet. I need you to fill out the top. So they fill out this piece. And then I tell them, I'm going to go back in the kitchen and pick up some of my stuff. And if you guys, now I go over the purchase with purchases here, things like that. When I'm doing my party, I bring 2 sets. I show them 2 sets. I've already shown them this. I've already talked about this. But I'll bring 2 complete sets of something. If you show a set, you're going to sell a set. But for a brand new consultant, this is what I show. Okay? So I go back in the kitchen, clean up some of my mess. I take orders in another room. And I have my date book out. And my date book is in front of them. So you would come up like you're a pretend customer. Okay. And I was sitting in a chair. So we're going to stand right here. You bring me your... Okay. You hold that for me? Okay. So she's got my date book in front of her because I want her to be looking at the dates. And I have this and I go, okay, so you're going to get which set did you want to get today? I don't see sets on here. I see a couple individual things. So which set did you want to get today? Oh, you're going to get, okay, let's put the breakfast set in there. But if they aren't getting a set, and I see a couple single items on here, I say, which set are you going to get? Because if they're not getting a set, you want to re-ask them one more time. If she says no, am I going to run in the other room and cry? No. But if she forgot and I didn't offer, then she missed something and I missed it. It's not being pushy, it's reminding her. It's just saying, hey, you don't have a set down here. Did you want a set? If she says no, I say, okay, so let's see what you are getting. Okay, so you're going to get the can opener. All right, got it. And you're going to get the crystal wave. Okay, and a stack cooker. Okay, fantastic. For that stack cooker, you're going to probably need some extra seasoning. Did you want 1 or 2 Chipotle? 1. Okay, very good. Now, just for attending the party today, this is the attendance special. Did you want to go ahead and pick this up today? Yes, please. Okay, very good. If she says no to the Chipotle, okay, that's fine. Do you want the attendance special? Yes or no? Yes. It's da-da-da-da-da-da. If she says no, I say, okay, now you do know there's only one per person allowed. If you don't get it, can I offer it to someone else? Sure. Most of the time they go, I qualify for that. That's mine, right? And I'll say, okay, this makes a great Christmas gift. Do you ever have anybody that comes over last minute, you need to throw something in a bag to give them? Always. Okay, you sure you want me to give this to somebody else?
I think I'll take it.
Okay, very good. Now you qualify for our first level of purchase, which is the And then I talked to her about that. Now you can actually get 3 of those.
Purchase, 3?
For the first level, the $25 purchase, she's getting $75. So you qualify for 3 of those. Do you want 1, 2, or 3?
I'll take all 3.
All 3, very good. Now the second level is the whatever. I'm sure you want that.
Sure.
Okay.
Easy.
You know what I mean? So you got to offer them every single thing. Because if she tells me, this is how it sounds if she tells me no to everything. Tell me no to everything. Do you want the Chipotle seasoning?
Not today.
Okay. So now, just for attending the party, remember I told you you can get this just for attending. It's da-da-da-da. I'm sure you want this.
Not today. I'm already at my limit.
Okay, so is it okay if I offer it to somebody else?
Absolutely.
Okay, this does make it really good. Because, you know, maybe she says it's not in her budget. God bless you. Do we ever budget for ice cream?
No.
No, but we go to the store, see it, we buy it anyhow, don't we? So there is always little stretches in our budget, all of us, right? So this makes a great throw-in-a-bag gift around the holidays. I just don't want you to go in there and everybody else has bought one. You'd be, oh, Susie, you sure you don't want it?
I'm sure this time.
Okay, that's fine. Now, our first level of purchase is 25. Do you want 1, 2, or 3 of them?
Just 1.
1? Oh, are you sure?
Just 1.
Okay.
Positive.
Okay, 1. All right. Is it okay if I give offer? Because that's a great deal. Is it okay if I offer that to somebody else?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So now the second level is, do you see, I'm making her want them. And it's very important in your body language. The closer we are together, the more she feels like I'm her girlfriend. I'm not doing anything else. The whole kitchen could be burning up, but she has my 100% attention. And I'm looking at her like, and you can't be over them. It's very important. People have people over them all their life. So even if you're taller than them, you got to kind of, come on, do you want it? Smile at them. So, and even if she says, no, that's okay, that's okay. All right, so let me add this up. Now, you pick out the date. Now, she hasn't put the date. She hasn't put she wants to join. Nothing, okay? Now, you go ahead and look at the date you want, because I know you want to help Mary out. She needs 2 hosts to get the absolute most for free. Do you think you can have a couple girlfriends over? Oh, I've got another omelet I can make y'all.
Okay.
Okay, you pick out your date. Well, I add this up. I don't ask them. I just say pick out your date. And sometimes they say, oh, I can't have a party. Oh, I don't want you to have a party. That's a lot of work. Mary, how easy was this? It was easy. Mary, can you come to her party, Janessa's party?
Yes.
Will you bring a girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay, so the average party is 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a party.
Done. Next week.
You're easy. So,
I get the brochure that I said no to. I want to be fact.
So, if she tells me no, I say, that's okay, that's okay. We need customers, we need hosts, and we need consultants. I didn't ask you if you want to be a consultant. I'd love to have you on my team.
I'd have to think about that, but it's a possibility.
What interested? What was the most interesting to
Flexibility
you?
is my biggest thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need to be flexible around? Kids,
Work schedule.
family, work schedule. This is the perfect second job. You know that? Mm-hmm. Because it's not somewhere where you have to clock in and out someone else's schedule. You truly get to make your own hours.
Mm-hmm. I'll think about it.
Can I call you tomorrow?
I won't be in town tomorrow. Next week's fine.
Which day next week?
Tuesday.
Tuesday? Let's go ahead and put that on here and I'll have like a little, I'll go ahead and pencil her in my book to call her on Tuesday. What time's better for you? I don't want to.
I'm better in the evening.
Are you?
7 to 8.
7 to 8. All right, let's put that down. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that, and then I say, you go say next. Because if I say next, then they're like, the Tupperware lady said next. But if she says next, right? I thank her for her order, and then I tell her to go tell the next person next.
Next person.
I said, count your money and get ready because we're going to do the auction in a minute. So she goes and gets the next person, and they come in, and I repeat the entire process again. I ask every single one of them. I make every single person tell me no over and over and over and over. Right? No's to me means I almost sold something extra. It doesn't mean no. It means I offered it. And it just wasn't what they wanted. So now if another person came in and they had $25, $30 on their ticket, they weren't buying a lot. They don't qualify for that $50 or that $75 purchase that she turned down. But maybe they're thinking about dating. And I say, oh my goodness, Sharon, I know you were thinking about dating a party, right? Now, if I could go ahead and firm that up right now and get your date, she will qualify for the $75 purchase that just wasn't what she wanted. I can allow you to get that. But don't tell anybody else. Right? So I allowed her to buy her $75 purchase because she gave me a date. Am I supposed to do that? Is that okay to do? It's selling more Tupperware. But so then at the very end, I bring them back together, and I tally up the orders, and I bring Jeanette up, and I say, okay, Jeanette, come back up. She's my host. And I say, Jeanette, with your orders before the party and with your Tupper Connect, you sold $675 with Tupperware.
Wow, great.
Okay, so Jeanette, you have a shopping spree of da-da-da-da. You're going to be able to get your half-price items, da-da-da-da. You had one dating. Yeah, so if I don't have two, this is where I pull it out. And I say, Jeanette, look around the room. Tell me who loves you the most. Put your lip out. Yeah. And I say, remember I told you I was going to pay you extra Tupper bucks for dating a party? Then I pull out my orange Tupper bucks because orange always is 5s. Or pink. What color do I have today? Pink. Okay. So then I say $30 for $30,000 for every person who dates a party here tonight. So I count out $30,000 and I say, now Mary date a party. You can give that to Mary. And they're all sitting there going, they're counting their Tupper bucks.
And then who else?
Okay, so here's the other 30. So you let me know who that's going to, all right? While I get my stuff ready. So I pull out my auction stuff. And if nobody said anything, I'll take another $30,000 and I'll lay it on the table. And I'll say, you're probably going to see something I pull out. And your neighbor's going to have more money than you. $30,000 if we get a date tonight. So, and then I start my auction. In my auction, the first thing I do is 3 tiny treasures. And then I'll do another 3 tiny treasures. And then I'll do something like a snack cup. Something of this size. I'll do a conversation starter or date and hold from a past. Like our Little Wonders. And then at the very last, maybe I'll do something like a small fridge smart or something like that. That's as far as my auction goes. I found that you can give away the moon. And in the next party, they want even more. It's all in how you demo it and all in the value you place in it. I can hand this to Jeanette and say, and here's a gift. And here's a gift. And here's a gift. And there's no value there. But if I talk about, wow, look at the modular mates. Now, how many of you have modular mates in your pantry and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and go through it and really talk about the value of it? I have taken something as small as a round 1 and given it the value that it deserves instead of handing a round 5 and just handing it off. This has more perceived value because I've talked about the uses and what goes in there. Okay? That's my party.
Oh, hey.